Good morning, Fort McMurray, Wood Buffalo, and the rest of the world. You've tuned in to the Mac City Morning Show. I am your host, Elliot Pierre. We're going to start today's episode off the same way we start every episode off, with a moment of gratitude. I know you could be doing a million other things with your time, and the fact that you spend it with us truly does mean the world to me. So thank you. On that note, Tanner, hit him with the intro.
How's she cotton, me loves? You're listening to the Mac City Morning Show.
Hey everybody, Keith Simpson here from Norrell Toyota. Just a quick chat about the wonderful community we live in here. As you guys know, we support the Oil Barons. We've joined the drive-in movie theater. We're involved in the marathon here in Fort McMurray, and make sure we're taking care of the kids and all the local businesses, all the local charities, and all the local foundations, guys. That's what makes this community such an amazing place to live.
And we are back. Big shout out to Norrell Toyota, our title sponsor for today's episode. We really do appreciate your ongoing support. As everybody at home knows, I don't introduce my guests because they can do a better job at that than myself. So can you please tell everybody at home who you are and what you're about?
Hi, I'm Bev Exner, and I'm about to launch on a big promotion for Fort McMurray.
Okay.
This is going to be the largest. We're hosting a garage sale, all because of a little boy that's 4 years old, lives here in Fort McMurray, and he was born with a partial limb.
Okay.
And he ended up they diagnosed him with Mobius syndrome, and he cannot speak. He can make noise.
Mm-hmm.
He's been tube fed. They're just weaning him off of that. And, he stops breathing 17 times an hour, if you can imagine.
Oh, my goodness.
When I seen the video and I seen his mom, I thought, wow, she's going to look so sleep deprived. She didn't, but
Yeah.
I can't imagine. So the money raised, all our table fee money for this garage sale that we're hosting is going right to the family.
Okay.
So it's going to be at 4G Motorsports
Yep.
on September 16th. It's a Saturday from 10 to 4. And we figure we'll have hundreds of tables. We're going to be inside, outside. Everybody bring their own table. And, let's raise some money.
That's cool.
Kane and his mom, Nikita, will be making a presence there.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have live bands. We're going to have big barbecue.
Yeah.
And
Neat.
lots of money raised for them. So the table fees are very low, $20 for outside, $40 inside.
Right.
And, all that money goes directly to them.
That's awesome. Now, where did you say this was?
At 4G Motorsports.
And what part of town is that?
Gregoire, 355 Mackenzie Boulevard.
There we go.
And it's a massive, there's two big drive-in. There's going to be people set up in front, around in the back. Very large space
Awesome.
for all of this. Yeah.
Great.
We have a poster and a video on Facebook. And
Okay.
Nikita Kane's on there also.
Okay.
She
Okay.
says he has quite a sense of
Yeah.
but she knows that a prosthetic for him
Okay.
so that he can ride a bike. He runs around and does everything every other little boy would do.
That's
And
awesome.
he's going to be going to school, so they'll get a tablet also that he can correspond at home and with teachers.
Right on.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
cool. So how did you find yourself a part of this event that you're putting
Well,
on?
Robbie Picard and I are hosting it.
Okay.
He knows the people at 4G Motorsports big, and they are moving in the one building where we're going to be inside.
Yeah.
They're moving boats and quads and things aside to let
Yeah.
us have tables set up. And
That's awesome.
it's an incredible. It's going to be the largest garage sale in Fort McMurray.
Nice.
Ever.
So do you still have spots available for people to?
We do.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do they get in contact with you?
They shall call me at 587-646-5313.
Yep.
And we have two ways of paying. You can pay e-transfer, which will go to Robbie Picard, and that's all online. If you go on there,
Yeah.
it goes to admin@robbiepicard.com.
Right.
Or you can pay cash, and you can go right to 4G Motorsports, and Cherie is the one that'll collect cash there.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So how long have you guys been planning this now for?
For about a month or a little more than a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how are you looking for vendors so far?
Online.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been sending out the poster and the video to
Yeah.
lots of people.
Yeah, we'll definitely attach that video into the
the-
bottom of this, like in the comment section
Yeah.
below. We'll link that up so
Yeah.
people can see that.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
It is, yeah. It's just, I can't imagine what it would be like for that mom.
Right.
So they're gonna, with this money, they're gonna buy him either a CPAC or a BPAC machine that's gonna keep him breathing all the time, and she won't have to worry about him stopping breathing.
Wow.
So that was the main focus of doing the garage sale, was
Of
that,
course.
then the prosthetic, and then
Yeah.
the
machine.
tablet.
Yeah.
The tablet
Yeah.
would be that.
Yeah.
very
All of
much
that. Either one of those pieces of equipment would be life changing.
Yeah, and he's been to Stoller. He's had many surgeries. He'll have to go down and they'll do a where they monitor his sleep
Right.
overnight
Right.
when he
right.
gets this machine and get him all set
Wow.
up with that. So
What a great cause.
it is, yeah. And a lot of people ask me and say, "Oh, is he here in Fort McMurray?" I say, "Yes, he is." And
Yeah.
nobody's. It's amazing how many people don't know, have never
course
heard
not.
about him. And
Yeah.
just, I mean,
Yeah.
but
Neat.
yeah.
That's a great cause that you guys are putting together.
So
there.
Robbie heard about it. Him and I got talking about it and said, let's do this. Let's get this happening. And yeah, the response is just overwhelming.
Yeah.
And I've had several people come to me and say, "You're not charging enough. I'll give $100
Yeah,
for a
well, they still
table."
can.
And all that money just goes right direct to the family.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
One other thing is that aside, we want people to do it as a garage sale, but they can also incorporate their business, promote their business, or yeah, it can be anything. But if they wanted to sell a portion of their table and sell product or something, they can do that.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that kind of opens it up a little bit more, makes
Yeah.
it more enticing for some people. Yeah.
Yeah. No doubt. That's a solid idea. And it's at the time of the year. You said on the 16th, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it'll still be nice outside.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Somebody looked ahead. One lady told me, she said, "Yeah, it's going to be 19 degrees."
Yeah. I don't believe it.
15-kilometer winds, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
like
the weather,
over
man.
a month away. We'll
I'm not giving him that much credit that he's got like that on lockdown in the next few weeks.
Exactly, but
That's cool. So last time I saw you was at the patio party at the Heritage Boatyard.
yes,
Did you have a good time?
I did. Yeah,
Yeah.
we weren't there for a real long time, but
Yeah.
yeah.
You heard the music playing from your place and you had to
I
come
did.
check it out?
I did, and it was massive. There was like bands playing on one section and DJs on the other part. And
Yeah.
lots of food.
Yeah.
and lots of people. I
Lots
was
of people.
really surprised at the turnout for that.
Yeah. It was overwhelming to see how many people came out to support. So that was great.
Yeah.
I was telling Tanner, though, the one thing that blew my mind was because there was 2 stages on the go.
Yeah.
But if you were at one, the music from the other one wasn't coming. Like there was a bleed point in the walkway, but when you were actually listening, you weren't really hearing the other stage.
Shout out sound engineers.
Yeah, sound engineers, big time. I thought that to me was the most fascinating.
Yeah, because you wouldn't really want to be. You want to listen to one.
That's
over
right.
The other, right? If
That's
you want to
right.
go over to listen to the live,
Yeah.
stand in front of them, and
So how they positioned and like made the sound kind of they were able to control the 2 stages, which to me I'm like, I have no idea how you would do that because I would just be like, oh, you put up speakers and then like
It's how
let's
you
just party.
It's where you point them, right? So
Yeah.
if you would have looked at the stages, both of the speakers would have been pointing away from
Right,
the
the other
other
one.
so that like the sound doesn't interfere.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
they were heading towards the water,
yeah,
Yeah, but they would have been
They-
both pointed.
like on an angle.
Yeah.
yeah.
To
It
not
was
be-
really cool. Yeah. Well, Tanner tapped his phone. That means he's got his questions ready for the Mac City Minute. But before we go there, we're going to give a big shout out to Carrie from Patchouli Rose. She's a sponsor of these episodes and this segment. Carrie has awesome skin-based products and beard products. She's also an artist. She has a bunch of her stuff here in the studio. So big shout out to Carrie. Thank you for your support. Tanner, hit her with the Mac City Minute.
Alrighty. Question number 1 for you today. What is one item you always look for at a garage sale?
That's a good question. I haven't been to a garage sale for quite some time. Anything that I'm in need of, I guess, at the time.
There you go.
Not into antiques and stuff like that so much, but if there's something that I'm in need of, then yeah, I'm always be on the hunt for that. But
There we go.
Question number 2. What do you think is your favorite part of creating such a fun event for Fort McMurray?
well, the the fact that we're donating this money to this little boy is just, I'm just beyond excited that we can do something like this and just get a bunch of people together. And when you tell them the story, they're just like, yes. And it's so reasonable, right? Everybody's got something they want to get rid of.
That's right.
So, yeah, that's pretty easy to promote.
Question number 3. What do you think is one dish everyone should know how to cook?
Greek lemon potatoes.
Greek lemon. Okay.
Question number 4. What is one song that reminds you of your childhood?
Great questions. Great questions, man.
Country roads.
Classic. And your final question. What do you think is the most underrated Fort McMurray event?
Mac City Morning Show.
Ah, that is the right answer.
And those have been your 5 questions.
Let me hear about this dish that you make.
Have you ever been, we're off now.
No, we're
Oh,
on. We're still
on.
recording. Oh, yeah.
Well, up in Beacon Hill, and I've
Yeah.
always loved Greek food.
Yeah.
But there's a little store up there, right in that Shaw little plaza.
Okay.
And in the back, he has a kitchen, and makes authentic Greek food. And he has the best and most reasonable, but it's unbelievable how much you'll get in a meal.
Yeah.
No way I could ever, even my husband cannot eat the whole thing. Always have half left over for the next day.
This is
Kebabs to fried rice with veggies.
Yeah.
The lemon potato, and they're garlicky
Yeah.
and lemony. And,
Yeah.
and he does whole potatoes. They're always exactly the same, like one whole round potato.
Yeah.
Always the same size. Where he finds all of them uniform like that, I don't know.
Yeah.
But you can just cut them into wedges and make them yourself at home.
Yeah.
They're absolutely delicious. Use garlic, salt, and pepper, and you
Yeah.
use a broth, either chicken or veggie broth,
Mm-hmm.
and lemon juice, and soak them. Like you just let them sit, the potatoes sit in there and soak, and then
Right.
bake them, roast them for about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And then the juice is pretty much all gone. Then they just, for the last 10 minutes, they just brown up,
Yeah.
crisp up.
Delicious.
Oh, they're absolutely to die for.
And this guy is up in the.
He's in that Beacon Hill.
So that's the
it's
same
a
one
little
where
corner
Shaw
store.
is,
Yes.
and yeah. I just was there just a few days ago.
And they have an ice cream counter. There's
Yes.
tons of people there for ice cream, but you can place your orders. And this is a plug that I'm going to give to him.
Yeah.
Because with Skip the Dishes and DoorDash, if you don't, like if we're going to just come pick it up ourselves,
Yeah.
he says no tip.
Yeah.
And he takes that extra money off your order.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go. Very
So
cool.
$18.95 if they were, it would be $20.95 if you didn't
Yeah.
have it.
Yeah.
Didn't pick it up.
Yeah.
And a tip. And he goes, no tip.
That's
You go in there,
awesome.
he just says no tip.
Yeah.
No.
I
And
was
the
just.
food is beyond, like
Yeah.
Hispanic pita, the dolmades, oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That's awesome. I was just there. I took a picture and sent it to you, Tanner, actually. Like, I was up in Beacon Hill visiting a friend, and I used to live up there. So that
Okay.
corner store there is the bomb. So I went in there because they have, like, different type of treats, too, and the
Yeah.
ice cream there is awesome. There was a bunch of people just, like, waiting in line
Yeah.
for the ice cream.
Yeah,
And, like,
yeah.
great flavors that they have up
Yeah.
there. So big shout out
Yeah.
to the Beacon Hill Corner Store.
Yes.
I don't know the
For
name of
Greek,
you, but
the Greek food. It
Yeah.
is authentic.
I didn't
Greek
know they
food.
had that either.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, I think he just opened that part of it
Yeah.
not too long ago.
Yeah.
But I tell you, it is very, very good and
Nice.
good portions.
Okay. Yeah, Beacon Hill, like that corner store is a staple for all of the people that live
Yeah,
up there. It's like the go-to spot.
Yeah.
Like I used to go there before I would go to the Shell. That's like
Okay, right.
right
just-
at the tip
yeah.
because, well, I don't know. It just seems like more local.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Support the small business.
That's right. So speaking of small businesses, you have a small business.
I do.
What's that all about?
I sell back to earth products.
Yep.
They're all plant-based, organic, and probably about 80 products. Very reasonably priced for organic,
Yeah,
and I
Yeah.
sell out of my home right now.
that's right. Well, that's how I first met you, and you were selling that home-based product. And for everybody at home, you can't see it, but we have a cabinet outside where we have all of the gifts that people have given us over the years of filming this. And you were one of the first 50 to come on the show originally, and you gave us a little gift, and it's
Yeah,
still out there.
yeah.
And people come and they touch and they look
Yeah.
at stuff, and then it's a good shout out for you. Everybody's like, "Oh, what's this?" I'm able to be like, "Actually,"
Yeah.
and then I'm able to
Sold
tell
right
them your
here in
story.
town,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So
One
that's
of
cool.
the best. Yeah, I've been selling them for over 10 years, and
Yeah.
just absolutely love the products.
Yeah. And so with that product line, has that changed over the years that you've been selling?
It has. They've actually just started with a brand new facial line. They've improved their products, so they're changing the labeling on that. That
Okay.
part has already changed.
Right.
As they run out of like their toner or their moisturizer,
Yeah.
it'll be the new one.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm already trying a couple
Yeah.
of the new products.
Yeah.
and yeah,
So-
they're lovely.
You try them on yourself first?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then you're able to be like, listen,
You gotta try
tested,
this 'cause
human testing.
yeah, they've
Done.
bumped it up to very very. And Chantel Krasiacic is one of our
Why do I know that
Chantel,
name?
the singer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, she's our spokesperson for Back to Earth now.
Oh, very cool. That's a big name.
It is.
I was just like, I know that name, and that's not because like she's in Fort McMurray. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's a celebrity's
Well,
name.
She met Kylie, who makes the products.
Right.
And Kylie's mom and I are best friends.
Oh, okay.
So,
Cool.
hence, I've been using the products ever since she started making them.
Where is it out of? I forget.
Vernon.
Vernon, BC. That's right.
Well, she has a little shop in Lavington, which is just
Mhm.
just outside of, would be like
Yeah.
not halfway to Anzac.
Yeah.
Just 10, 15 minutes out
Yeah.
of town.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, last time you were here, you were saying that you lived downtown in those apartments that overlook
the river.
the river. Are you still there?
Yes.
What a great place to live.
Yes, but
What's-
have you been down there and seen lately what they're doing for flood mitigation?
No.
They've put
I
a big
haven't.
steel wall on the pathway. They're
Okay.
going to fill it with dirt and cement,
Okay.
and that's going to stop the water ice from ever flooding in.
Okay. So it mess up your view a little bit
Well,
then,
not
potentially?
mine, not
Okay.
mine, but anybody on the first floor, it certainly does.
Oh, I'll have
But
to.
that's only two people at each end of those two buildings.
That's right. That's right. Interesting. So are they getting rid of like that whole brim that they have there?
Well, no, it's going to carry on. So this
Okay.
is just for the low spots where the water could come into town.
Right.
They're going to put a pathway on top of
Oh,
it, apparently. but
good.
I'm not sure how they're going to have railings or something.
Yeah.
They say that our landscaping will be just beautiful as anything. And
Awesome. Yeah.
yeah.
It's a
but,
cool spot of downtown. Like those buildings are really neat, and you can see. I've never been in, but you can see like they have big windows, and you
Yeah.
can like really see
They're nice
the
units.
water. Yeah.
And they've angled all the suites so that everybody's deck, you're not sitting like looking on the person beside you. Or They're all
Right.
kind of angled like this.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
But we're right at the end, so like my husband says, so I can throw my rotten tomatoes in the water and just. But the wildlife is the best. The
Yeah.
beavers and the deer and the fox. We have a fox that comes running down the pathway all the time.
Really.
Yeah, and he actually came in the dirt a couple weeks ago on the side of this big steel wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just go, hi, Foxy, and
Yeah.
like, yeah, too bad for having to deke around. But
That's right,
Pretty
that's
soon
right.
it'll be all fixed. And
Where are the beavers coming from? Is there like
that,
is
right
there a
on the
beaver
other side, we have a little
Really?
island right across in front of us. Yeah, they come out
Cool.
around 4:30 every afternoon, and
Yeah.
they'll swim across. I always, and the deer would come across in the wintertime, and I'd say, oh, you off to Walmart for go shopping, and half an hour later, they're heading back to the island. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
but yeah, just like clockwork almost. The beavers especially.
Really.
They'll be out there all evening. I'm not sure what they do when they come across to our side, but
Yeah, yeah,
pretty
yeah.
soon they're heading back. And
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. I'm gonna tell my mother-in-law that.
But tons
loves
of
beavers.
people that kayak
Yeah.
and canoe and just it's,
You probably
yeah.
see my mother all the time.
Oh,
Like my mom is constantly
Was
on
she
the
on
Clearwater kayaking. Yeah.
really? Wow,
And
good
she
for
took my
her.
little guy Keegan. Last week they were up and down. I used to have a kayak, a double kayak that I'd go out there. Like it's the best. Like
Yeah.
Fort McMurray, people don't recognize, but like where else can you literally be in your house
Yeah,
and then like I live in Timberley, so 10 minutes later
yeah,
I'm somewhere where I can be on my kayak just
yeah,
going. Like that's unusual. We live in a great community.
yeah. We do.
Yeah.
The flotillas that come down when on hot days,
Yeah.
like they're all hooked together.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and just they have music,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
kind of taking your chances there, but
That's right. Yeah, hey, waterproof
but
your
yeah,
speakers.
lots of fun. Yeah, it's a great place. We eat 3 meals a day at least. We're out on the deck.
Yeah,
and
no
just,
doubt.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, we
Well,
love it.
listen, Tanner just tapped his watch. You were worried about speaking for 20 minutes, and we're going to speak a lot longer, but we're out of recording time. But before I cut you loose, everybody gets a shameless shout out or plug. So you have the mic, the camera, the lights. Have fun.
Please, please, please come to the garage sale September 16th, 10 to 4. Even if you just come and see it, come for food, come to listen to the music. Yeah, people that are selling their own product have said, I'm going to donate 10% of my sales to Kane,
Yeah,
to his cause, and just
there we go.
I expect we'll make thousands for him. So
That's awesome. Yeah, we'll definitely check it out as well. Cool.
Perfect. Yes.
Well, for McMurray Wood Buffalo, the rest of the City Morning Show, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for tuning in. It means the world to me. As Carrie from Patchouli Rose, we do appreciate both of your ongoing support. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.